Our then Prime Minister Lee Hsien Loong said that the Singapore government is now removing the law of 377A, which criminalized two men having sex. We no longer are criminals. So in my vow to my husband, I said, today we're standing here in San Francisco where this union is recognized. Soon we will go back to Singapore and we go back as single men.
Ouch! Congratulations on the recent marriage.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. I'm deliberately showing my ring. So
Zoom in. Yeah.
thank you very much. Yes.
Yeah, but okay, the elephant in the room, right?
Yeah.
It is not a common marriage.
Oh,
and
yeah.
it's not a common concept in Singapore and around the world. And my first question is, why can't we do it in Singapore, but it has to be overseas, in your case, San Francisco?
Yeah.
It's amazing. I saw the live stream and everything.
Did you?
Dude, I tuned into live stream, dude. I sent likes
you.
all, yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
That's why when you say that you jet lag, I feel it, bro.
Yeah. Thank you very much. First of all, thanks for having me. Yes, I just got back from San Francisco. What day is it today? Tuesday. I got back 4 days ago.
Yep.
I got back on Saturday afternoon, and then I was just really battling with sleep. Jet lag was real. So I just got married with my partner of 12 years.
Yeah.
We've been together for so long, and then of course we sort of level up in our relationship. We've been partners for 12 years, and then I proposed to him on the 20. Shit, I want to get my dates right. On January the 1st. January the 1st, 2022. Okay. Yeah, so I've been addressing him as my fiance. So I meet people and I tell people, oh, that's my fiance. And then we've never really talked about marriage until sometime last year. This friend of mine, or actually no, it's our common friend. So Sam and I, we have this friend, and he runs a business. He's actually a graphic designer, and he's very much into the whole astrology. Like, he's a Chinese person, but he speaks like an Indian person, like, oh, the stars, the signs, the astrology, numerology. The first thing I met him, he was like, Bhas, give me your birth date. I'm like, huh? What are you trying to do? Yeah. So he asked me, so I gave him my birth date and then the time that I was born, and he got the same for Sam, and then he did some calculation on his app, and then he was like, oh, if you want to get good jujus, or if you want to like elevate your I don't know,
synergy,
your life, you know, you guys should get married by May of 2025 or something like that. Yeah, my details might be wrong, but he generally mentioned that. Then I'm like, okay, we are deciding to get married, but have not boiled down which date we're gonna get married to on. So Sam and I, we talked, and then we said, okay, shall we do it like within the first half of the year? And then came the venue. Before I go to that, you mentioned about a non-conventional wedding. Yes, it's correct. So I'm a very proud gay man, and yes. So
like our friend Ashe. At first I didn't know, man. Ashe.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's just like so nonchalant about it. Yeah. I think compared to back then, now it's so much more accepted.
It is, and also because of 2 years ago, when our then Prime Minister Lee Hsien Loong, who actually said that, okay, the Singapore government is now no longer going to what's that? They're removing the law of 377A, which criminalized two men having sex.
Oh.
Yeah. So we no longer are criminals, right? Yeah, exactly. So you can imagine, right? Me and my partner.
But Pink Dot Festival happened way before the decriminalization, right?
Yes. Because we needed a movement.
Right.
And Pink Dot started as early as 2024, 2025.
Yeah. Pink Dot, one of the most successful movements in Singapore.
Absolutely. I mean, we don't have Pride. Okay, so Pride is basically a movement. If you look at US or UK, or maybe even as close as Taiwan, there is a march, like a Pride march, where where queer people, I'm not just gonna say gay people, but like gays, lesbians, bisexual, trans
Everything
people.
but straight people.
Yes. I mean, we also welcome straight people because
Yeah,
if you're
I go
straight,
there and DJ for Pink Dot. Also.
and that makes you an ally. So
Yeah.
you're an ally, and if you're an ally, you're part of the community as well. So even straight people who are not against the queer people, you are part of the community, and we are welcoming like that. And there is a march, and we call that the Pride March, right? Or the Pride Month. It usually happens in June. Some countries do it in different month. But we don't have it in Singapore. But Pink Dot was our pride because it's done in June, and it's a time where we take a stand and we sort of make ourselves known to what we stand for: inclusivity, family, ties. We are human beings too. And we just want to be accepted. And it's not just like, within family, but it's also at like workplace. We want to eradicate discrimination. Going on for so many years, we also had a lot of like backlash as well from religious groups and stuff. But we were very steadfast, and we still went for it. And it took us 15 years of rallying.
Until 2022 happened.
Until 2022 happened.
Wow, it's quite recent to me, actually.
Yeah. When Prime Minister said, ex-Prime Minister said, okay, you know what? We're going to remove that clause. We're going to remove that law. However, they are going to institutionalize marriage between a man and a woman.
So it's like same but different?
It's taking one step forward, two step back situation.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, institutionalize means what? That means like mandate.
Mandate, yes. So if you talk about marriage in our country, it has to be between a man and a woman. Yeah. No way, no else, no other way. Yeah.
What are your views on that? Like why do you think is this put in place? Is it to like kind of like help the population, or like to curb religious group from like going havoc?
No, I definitely, okay. I think the reason that was given was very clear. It was to appease the religious group.
Okay.
We want to be respectful, right? I mean, let's look at it this way. We are a multi-religious country, all right? Not all the religion that we have are for such marriages or such union. We do have some religions, I would say, like even in the Hindu religion as well, it is what is that word? We recognize people of different sexuality or people of different orientation. Yeah.
Right.
So
Hindu okay.
I mean, I won't say it's okay, but like we don't say no.
Oh.
Yeah, there's never, like we don't frown or we don't say that's against the religion.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I could go into detail, but I might be wrong because I won't say I'm the most religious person, being born as a Hindu. But we also have we know like in Hindu religion, we have like thousands of deities, right?
Yeah.
There's also
like got link with Buddhism one. Chinese also got like thousands, like
absolutely,
we share, you know.
Absolutely. Yeah, but like in the Hindu religion, I mean, amongst like the thousands of deities we have, we also have a deity who's half man, half woman.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, then let how?
So and if I'm not wrong, I think in India, there was a recognition to the trans people as the third gender. Yeah. So they don't frown against them, but in fact they sort of respect that third gender. I mean, in that religion. So So circling back to us, right? I just feel like to appease the religious group, we have sort of mandate the fact that marriage must only be between a man and a woman. But I do. So I'm an MC, right? So
multi-talented, yeah.
Thank you. So call me if you guys need any MCs, MC service. I do a great job, by the way. Yes, so I do weddings, I do corporate events, I do D&Ds, I do you name it, I'll do it. So I've been doing a lot of weddings. Last year, I did quite a number of weddings.
So before in NS, you already do.
I was doing MCs in the so it started from there. And then it was one of the wedding that I did. What do you call that? What do you call them? The justice of peace, the person who's officiating the wedding. The ROM.
Is it like a priest or something?
No, they're not priests. I think they're just civil servants.
Oh, okay.
And then they do this on the side. Yeah, so they are given the role to officially marry.
Is it the and now you may kiss that guy?
Something like that.
Okay.
Yeah. So it can be a guy or it can be a girl. It can be a woman. So this one of the wedding that I was hosting. This very stern justice of peace. She's a lady. She's like very stern. She was like, just to reiterate to everyone in the room. This is how they have to make a speech before like to say, okay, now marriage is about da 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 da, right? So she started off her line by saying, just to reiterate to everyone in this room, marriage is between a man and a woman, and she said it like such fervor,
She looked at you. She looked at you.
She didn't look at me.
Wow, that one rabak, bro. Fucking rabak.
So, but she said it with so much a gust, which made me. So I was on the side and I was listening to her. I was watching her as well. I was like, wow, she really is very passionate about it, lah. Prime Minister said that, so I have to instill that by my words, So. But when I heard that, I was like, okay lah, yeah lah. I hear you. And as a gay man, it is a reminder for me that I cannot get married to my partner. And there I am I'm emceeing weddings for a heterosexual couple. I mean, I do it with love. I mean, I enjoy emceeing. That's my passion job. But somehow I wish I could have what you guys have, if I may address you as a heterosexual person in this country, right? Why can't we have what you guys have as well, But sadly, we can't do that in Singapore. So we decided to
Even
do
till
it.
now.
Even till now. So this is what I tell people. And for the viewers, I want to say this. I mean, it took us 15 years to remove that law. Hopefully, it takes us another 15 years or lesser, or maybe even more, to
remove the second layer.
Remove that next layer of allowing marriage marriage beyond just a man and a woman. Yeah, and if you realize, it's inching closer to us, and by that I mean it's legalized in Taiwan.
The zone.
Within the zone, right? It's legalized now in Thailand.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Yeah, very recently. I think the king of Thailand just signed. And I think people are already getting married in Bangkok or in Thailand. And will it come closer to us? I don't know. Yeah. I mean, we thrive on, the title of being the first world country within Southeast Asia, but yet we are so backward, right? Yeah. Hopefully. Yeah, but I didn't want to wait. So my husband and I decided to fly halfway around the globe to San Francisco to get married there.
Yeah.
Yeah. And why San Francisco is because I had a trip to the US in 2023, and I was in LA, and then I took a short trip to San Fran, and then I came back to LA. But when I went to San Fran, it was so monumental because San Francisco was.
Why San Francisco?
It's such a I think they had one of the biggest queer movement in the world, and they have been doing these march and these pride movement since the 1970s.
Oh,
and
wow!
Yeah,
what the fuck? Oh shit!
It carries such a rich history of queer movement, and the original pride flag. So the pride flag is basically the kueh lapis, basically the flag of different colors.
I think they just remixed the US flags, yeah.
Right. Those lines, right?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, given that context back in those days, they might have just done that. but every line, every color has got a significance basically. If you ask me, I don't have the answer for you. But yeah, but there is a museum in San Francisco. There's this place called Castro Street. It's you get out that train station and you see pride flag, pride flag, pride flag, pride flag, and all the businesses there are all queer businesses, such as F&B. You have your sex shops, you have your bars, your restaurants, and they're all very queer friendly. And basically, San Francisco is just very queer friendly.
Queer and immigrant friendly also actually.
Yeah.
A lot of Singaporeans there, have you realized?
Well, living there, I'm not sure.
Maybe personally, I know a lot of them.
Okay. I mean, I would say San Francisco is very open, is very liberal. When I told people that I'm going to get married in the US, and then people were worried, people were concerned. They were like, but how? Because Trump is...
They're going to tariff or...
Yeah. I was there when he announced the tariff announcement.
Wow.
But I was just very chill. Everyone's like very chill. No one's looting or anything.
Throw Molotov or...
Right? Or like try to like run to the supermarket to like grab all the things because everything is going to increase price or what. But people were people were concerned that I was going to get married in US because they were like, but Trump is like, he just said there are only two genders, blah, blah, blah. But I told them, I said, but I'm going to San Francisco. Like, it is the place where they're super liberal and they're very forward, right? I mean, yeah, it's the US, but it's San Francisco that we're talking about, So, so I went there to get married. And also, this year marks the 20th year of queer marriage
in San
Francisco. Yeah, so
it's the longest in the world.
It's the longest in the world, I believe. Yeah. So that was iconic for my husband and I, and we decided to get married in San Francisco. Yeah.
Wow. And then when you get married, right, and then you come back to Singapore, is there any implications?
No, not at all.
Perfect.
Perfect, yes. But so in my vow to my husband, I said, so one of my last few lines, I said, today we stand here in San Francisco. Not word for word, not verbatim, but like I said something along the line of, today we're standing here in San Francisco where this union is recognized.
Yes.
Soon we will go back to Singapore and we go back as single men.
Oh no, ouch.
Right?
Whoa.
Right?
Dude, you should write a movie, man. Your storytelling crazy, yeah.
Everyone were like,
fucking set or what?
Wow,
is it in the live stream? Did I miss that part?
Yes, it is in the live stream. Yeah.
I saw you like you throw like carry somebody up.
Oh really?
Kiss. I forget what was the moment. I know there's a videographer guy also like curating
your... So right before that we were exchanging vows. So Sam had his beautiful vow, which was lengthy, but it was fun. Like Sam cut really deep. He was talking about like planets, universe, and like he was also talking about like towards the end of time and all that. It made me cry. I was crying, and then for me, my vow was like, okay, you know what? I love you. I'll cherish you. But I also got a little bit political as well, and I said like, today we stand here, we're married, but we go back to Singapore and we become single men. But that will not stop us from, being who we are as a union. We are still a couple, and I promise to cherish you, But it was the fact that we come back to Singapore. It's not so much of implication. It's just that we are single men now. We're not recognized. So that alone was very sad. Like even my photographer and the videographer, who's actually based in San Francisco, like they're US citizens, they heard that and they were like, that was very deep. Yeah, they said that was very deep. Yeah. And I said, well, it's the fact. It's the truth. Yeah, I'm single according to the eye of Singapore. Like, when you go to your SingPass and you punch in and you see the marital status, it is single. Right? But in the eye of the US, and I have a certificate to prove that I'm actually married in the United States of America. Yeah. So not so much of a implication lah, just that we are not recognized here lah.
But I think the most important fact is you recognize each other, your close ones, the people that matter, recognize can already,
Absolutely,
what?
absolutely,
Yeah. Even as
absolutely.
like heterosexual couple, right? I'm with my partner, my girlfriend for 6 years, right?
Yeah.
We are practically married already. We are living together and shit already, you know. So it's like I feel like for heterosexual couple, right, when you married, right, it's really for people to come and eat free shit, you know.
Yeah, yeah. So
not really for yourself anymore, to be honest.
yeah, I mean, okay. This is me coming from having hosted quite a number of
Yeah.
weddings, right? You see, when I okay, this is me selling my services as well. Again,
Promo code at the bottom.
just reach out to Patrick and reach out to me for services or for wedding. When I do wedding services, I would meet the couple first, and I will meet them and I'll tell them, look, this is your wedding. Do what your heart desires and tell me how you want to entertain the crowd, because I'm an entertainer. You're right. I mean, if you want me to if you just give me script and you just want me to read script, sure, I can do that. Just make sure you pay me my rates. All right. But you pay me my rates and I will go above and beyond. I would turn the whole wedding into a D&D.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I just want the couple's guests to have a memorable experience, a lasting memory. Like I want them to go back home thinking, wow, that was quite the wedding. That was such a memorable wedding. It was so much of fun. It was so much fun. It was so much of laughter. And end of the day, I tell the couple this. I say, your guests are coming to well wish both of your union. It shouldn't be, oh, why the food is like this? This venue.
That was the typical one.
Right, right.
Yeah.
So to come back to what you were saying, right?
Yeah.
Couples in Singapore, I mean, sucks to be you guys. You guys have to, make other people happy, but most importantly, I just want to make sure that I just hope that couples are doing this because they want to do it for themselves. Yeah. So if I can ask you, turn this podcast the other way, right?
Yeah.
So are you planning to get married, or you don't? I mean,
Yes.
no wrong answer.
Yeah.
I feel,
I think I am still traditional in that sense where I feel like the woman, right, or the woman's side's parents still want like that title.
Okay. Okay.
To like kind of like say that, hey, that's my wife, so they feel a bit safer also. So of course but then the thing is right now, right, it's still all about the financials. So if it makes sense financially, right, I feel like marriage, right, is like investing in crypto. Okay? Like you don't know whether you can come back, right, So it's like disposable income, then you do it.
Yeah.
So at this point of time, at the end of the day, right, if the most important thing is we remain allies, we have each other's best interest at heart, and then we have that 1 + 1 = 3 formula, right? Then that's all that all that is really, right? Then everything else is like status. It's not so important lah. Yeah, for at least for us lah. But I don't know, for you guys, maybe it's really more of like maybe also a statement also, right?
It is a statement.
It means very different things. It's more significant for you.
Absolutely. Thanks for circling that back to me, because like when I was announcing to some people that I was gonna go away, and then people were like a bit like, holiday, huh? Like go somewhere, like why San Francisco? Then I'll be like, oh, actually no, I'm gonna get married.
Well, you freelancer, bro. You don't answer to anybody.
Right? No. Yeah. Then again, like I have members who like really want to know every like movement of where I go and all that, and they were like, what are you doing? Like what's gonna happen? So I told them, I'm gonna get married and stuff. And then I had this one member, and I love her. But she was like, but do you really have to get married? Like, because and she's not wrong. She was like, you do get married because like you come back and it doesn't make any difference here.
She was very practical.
She was very practical. Yeah, and I love her for that. And then my response to her was, I said, well, it is something that my partner and I want, and it is significant for us.
Yes.
Yeah, and the day after we got married, so we got married on the 1st of April, in Singapore time, it is 2nd April, but it's like 2 a.m. The next day, so after the whole shebang finished, we went back to the hotel, slept. The next day, we went to collect our certificate, right? So my husband and I, we were on the way to the same place where we got married. It's the San Francisco City Hall. They have an office there, so we go there and collect our certificate.
Yeah.
And on the way there, we had this like rush of text messages, like well-wishing. We had some negative feedback as well. Like people, you guys are gays.
What
yeah,
the
yeah, yeah,
fuck?
yeah. Honestly, I had a surge of 2,000 followers because of my recent reel that I posted, and it is now trending at 5.5 million views.
What
I
the
am an
freak?
overnight sensation right now.
What the hell?
My phone is still pinging with all these comments that's coming from the Middle East, Indonesia, US, and I don't know, everyone's
Wait, what's the
texting.
reel about?
It's a reel of me and my, like just me showing a countdown of me showing my ring. Empty hand, empty hand, empty hand. And then on the day it is with me, with my ring on my hand, and then
Holy fuck. You know, when I watched it, I'm like, oh, so sweet. I didn't expect it was 6 million, no.
now 6 million.
What the fuck, dude? That is crazy, man.
Yeah, and if you go and see the comments,
335,000 shares, bro.
people are just sharing it. They're just sharing it, and and yeah. So on the way to sorry, I keep sidetracking. So on the way to collecting our certificate, I turned to my husband and I said, "Wow, we literally level up in our life."
Yeah.
And he was like,
yeah.
Like, and I asked him, do you feel that? And he was like, yeah, like you feel like you've elevated your status now. You know, you're married now, and you are in a position where you can talk about it. You're also in a position where you inspire other people. Right at that moment, I was talking to this friend who is also in a relationship, and he was asking me, how did you do it? Like, how did you get married? Like, then I said, I've been together for 12 years and we just get married, you know? And he said, I wish I had the bravery that you guys have. Yeah, he mentioned that. And I'm like, what is stopping you from being that brave? Yeah. And he was like, society, family, da da da. Then I told him, I said, if this is something that you and your partner want, nothing will stop you.
So this guy and with the partner, how long already?
I'm
Longer
not
than
very
you all?
sure. He might be longer than us.
Oh,
I didn't
wow.
ask, but it seems like he has been with his partner for a long time.
Okay.
And I don't know. They've never thought of doing it because it never occurred to them that they can do it. You know. So I think I was there giving him that hope that you can do it. Yeah. It's whether you guys want it or not. Yeah.
Wow, that's very substantial, this. And on the lighter note, right, I would like to go through a little bit of like stereotypes for LGBTQ community, right? Is it true, right, that they are typically fucking rich?
I am not.
I just got a feeling, you know.
I'm not.
Every single time, right, whenever there's a queer party or what,
Yeah.
fucking a lot of people, yeah. And then it's like people is like bawling and
Are
shit.
you saying that from the
Like
from
hyper, like Pink Dot, and then also like even like when I watch podcasts like Andrew Schulz, they are you know flagrant. They are also saying that, hey, wow, like gay people can make things happen, you know. Like the movement, they just want it, boom, then it happened and it becomes very successful, as you can see for many countries and even Singapore's Pink Dot, right? So it's like they just have some superpower to make shit happen.
I guess okay, I'm not very sure about the status of them being rich or not. I would love to be rich, be on that spectrum. But I can understand why straight people think of that. Because maybe, all right, we are not boiled down with kids. We're not boiled down with like familial duties. You know, like whatever we earn is for us. Like there was this There is this TikTok.
It makes sense, huh?
Right,
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
There is this TikTok that I watched sometime back. This lady, she was like complaining. She was like, where are you gays getting all the money from? Like, where you
See,
guys?
even that girl.
Yeah, like this month you are in this country, the next month you are in that country. Like, give a girl a tip, like, and how do you guys have the energy to party? Like, how?
The dancing,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah, exactly. So, and then she also like answer her own questions. She's like, is it because you don't have kids? Is it because like you don't have a family to take care of? And like well, in a way, yes.
Yes.
But we do have pets, so pets can be kids too. But
Yeah.
for me, on a personal level, for me, I don't fall into that category to some extent. I mean, yeah, I used to party a lot, but I'm a bit like tired already, like of partying. The very recent party that I went to was one of my good friend Kieran, who started his new passion project of being a DJ at Rabbit Hole. It's a club, and he invited us, and I was like, yes, I'm gonna go support him, and yeah, so my husband and I, we went, and just to watch him do his set, and then after that we stayed for a little longer, and then obviously I look at my husband and I'm like, oh my god, we're really too old to do this. And the punishing part is not that. The punishing part is going back home.
The Grab.
The Grab, yeah.
This is a common recurring theme here, man, in
Right.
this clubbing podcast.
Right.
Yeah, we're just talking about
Is it not?
yeah.
I can't, and it's very funny.
$30-$40.
Yeah, right. So, you know what I saw the younger gays were doing? So, they were like, I'm going to Woodlands. Who's going to Woodlands? And somebody was like, oh yeah. I'm going to Woodlands. And then they sort of like
Formulate their own Grab share, bro.
Yeah. They pull together and like, I never met you, you never met me, and like, hey, I'm so and so. Can we share a Grab? And yeah, they put like multiple location, and bam, you save the cost. Of rather than paying $30-$40.
That's a good tip, man. That's a good tip.
Yes,
That's a good
so
tip.
if you guys are straight and you guys go out partying and you, I mean, you can
work
make,
together, man.
Yeah, make friends, and this is something that the gay people are really good at. Like we
Team up.
just team up. I mean, like
That's a secret, maybe.
it is,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And it was refreshing to me because back in those days we've never done this before, but this was just 2 months ago, and when I saw the younger gay people doing that, I was like, smart. Yes, I was like, smart. Survival at its best.
in Singapore.
In Singapore.
The team up is necessary.
Exactly. And then and I was there, like, I was like, oh my god, like, I wish.
Should
I was like, do I want to like Singkang anyone? Singkang. I was like, I think I don't mind paying that $40 back home because I don't want to share with anybody. And my husband and I, we don't live together. He stays like on the other side of the country, and I stay in Sengkang.
Oh, still.
Yeah. But so he had to pay $30-$40 back home, and I had to pay $30-$40 back home. But the bravery though, the younger gay people had, I wish I had that too. But like, long story short, I think I'm really old. I mean, like, I won't say old. I'm turning 40 in 2 more days. Yeah, thank you. And yeah, it's just I can't stay out that late lah. I think.
But your energy, man, it's like young youth energy.
Oh well, I can bring it.
Yeah.
But I crashed lah. Crashed terribly.
Cannot do the 10 km army marathon anymore.
I mean, I can if I want, but that's a different
must train
factor.
for a while.
Yes.
And talking about kids, right? Do you all intend to like adopt, have surrogate or something, or you just sticking to pets? That's it.
Oh, very good question. I love kids. I love kids. Like, you know how?
Wait, can you have kids if you're not married? Like, even if as a straight couple, is it possible?
Yes.
Can, right?
Yes. So,
okay.
legality-wise, in Singapore, you can be a single person. Okay, don't call me out for this because I've read this, but I'm not like 100%.
Okay.
So, I think the law says that you can adopt If you're single, you can adopt, but a male can only adopt a boy, and a female can only adopt a girl.
Oh, is it?
Very interesting. Yeah, and I
Okay.
don't know what's the reason behind it, but if you guys know, you guys can like put it in the
Comment
in the
section.
comment section, or if you think I'm wrong, yeah, call me out and like don't be so harsh, yeah, please.
Give us
Like,
extra
give us,
engagement.
yeah. Like tell us what you know.
Yeah.
Something like that. So, which made me realize that, oh, okay, I am married in the eye of US law, but now in Singapore, I'm single. Can I adopt?
Yeah,
Yeah,
actually.
can I adopt? Like as a single man? But the question is, do I want to adopt? Do I want to adopt? Because I love kids. Like I said, I'm like, some guys are chick magnet. I'm a kid magnet. I'm a kid magnet. Like whenever I host events,
entertainment.
Yeah. No, the kids just come to me.
Yeah.
Like and I become a kid myself, and I guess I really draw energy from them, and I love interacting with your 5-year-old, 8-year-old. Some people find kids annoying. Yeah, they're annoying when they're on the plane and they're crying all the time. But other than that, have a talk with the 8-year-old kid. It's very interesting how much of information they know, and they're there sort of like teaching you things. And perspective wise, I learn a lot of things from these kids, and just that the energy that the kids bring, and they're so
Very
innocent,
pure.
very pure.
Yeah.
And when I interact with them with that level of pureness, just makes me a kid again. Yeah. So to answer your question, I think probably not, because raising a kid in Singapore is not easy,
Yes.
right? Let alone having my kid being raised in this country from gay parents. Like, can you imagine
What they tell their friends or something?
and can you imagine, like, as a normal kid already you're being bullied
Oh,
in school. Imagine you have two fathers,
Yeah.
and then you go to school, and then people know you have two dads. And can you imagine the amount of prejudice and comments that, I mean, kids are kids lah. Like, people will bully lah. Like, so, but like, do I want this child of mine that I've adopted or anything to go through that? Like, is it fair for that kid?
And I think I saw you post that content, right? Where as I scroll through that 6 million view one, right? Every 10 good comment, there's one hater.
Yes.
So I think over the years you have really built up quite a thick skin already, right?
Very.
But for a kid, they might not have that
No,
level
no,
of tenacity,
Yeah.
Then they kena, then they depressed or something.
Very much, yeah. Like for me, I went through bullying on a different level because of the color of my skin, of the way the outlook of my, the way I looked, like I had like crazy hair and curly frizzy hair also, kena like, oh, your hair is like shit, and then go back home and cry to my mother, and my mother would tell me like, oh no, you're unique, you are special, black is beauty, she would tell me things like that, just to make me feel good about myself, and I love my mom for that. But if we already go through that, can you imagine a kid with same-sex parents? Yeah, it's gonna be a lot harder.
But dude, remember when you are in army, right? You are a fucking superstar, dude. Everybody is like, whoa, Bhas is here. You are a fucking star, man.
Thank you so
So
much.
throwback to how we met, right? When I was just a cadet in specialist school, becoming a sergeant, you are already like, you are our master sergeant. And I remember it's like, I think you were saying something around like, I wouldn't prefer it, but you can call me Yes Master.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah. Thanks for the reminder. So I was a regular in the army for 10 years, and I think when you came on and when you became a cadet, I was probably on the 9th or the 10th year of my service. That means it's towards the last leg already. I signed out young, 17, and then I was like, what? I became a master sergeant at the age of 24, and everyone's like, you're the youngest master sergeant. Well, I'm like, huh? But I was following time norm in terms of my rank rank scaling, right? Where every how many years you become this rank. So according to that pathway, I was achieving that proper route of promotion. Just that people thought, oh, you're a high flyer, and I'm like, huh, no, but you signed on when you were like 22, but I signed on when I was 17. So if you look at it, it's the same, right? So, but that aside, I became a master sergeant, and I knew I wasn't going to be in the army for long. Like, I knew I was going to just fulfill my 10 years. And
10 is quite long, eh?
It is long, yeah, but it was like a very good formative year.
And you're like combat unit,
Yes.
You're not administrative.
No, yeah.
I don't know if there's this law, right? Because last time when I was still a boy, right, and then I think about army, I'm like terrified, And then, right, a lot of my friends say that, hey, if you're gay, then you don't need to go army or something like that. Right, last time there's this thing, right? But what's the exact law for it? I don't think it is like that, right?
Okay, so I do not know how is it now. Because ever since, and I'm very curious to know, ever since the repeal of the 377A law,
right?
I do not know how the military is handling anyone who identifies as homosexual, because if you remember, when you go for medical checkup, CMPB, there is a question that the medical officer will ask you, or I think it's like a series of questionnaires, and they ask you to look, and then I think one of the question is, do you identify as homosexual, or do you have intention of cross-dressing, something like that.
That was back in the day.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I think everyone goes through that, and if you say yes, then immediately you become you down pass to you get a pass status.
Now homosexual must go.
Combat.
No, but just say like all other male citizens are required for the Enlistment Act of National Service in Singapore. But maybe back then don't need, right?
No. I think as long as you're a Singaporean son,
you must go, lah.
You must go. Yeah.
Right.
So I've seen a very effeminate male person.
Alvin, remember?
Who's that? Oh my God. Yeah.
Yeah, and he's always the IC
of
our unit.
Yeah.
Also combat unit.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So my point is, you can be effeminate, or you can be a very butch up person.
Yeah.
I mean, sexuality does not, like, I'm a gay man, but I will fight for my country.
Yeah.
Like, if push comes to shove and somebody is gonna like launch a war against us, I will pick up that weapon and I'll fight hard for my country. You know what I'm saying? So why does my sexuality has to sort of like diminish that title that I am entitled to, basically, to fight for my country?
Maybe it's deep rooted in social norms, right?
I guess. And very interesting also, because like a recent conversation with some friends of mine, we sort of revealed that as the reason why the medical officers are asking that is because they want to know if you have that. It's more so of whether you have a tendency to cross-dress, meaning you're a male but you want to dress as a woman. But I don't know how that would affect the duty that this person can discharge. But I just think some things need to change. Yeah. So, but for me, at that time, I obviously said no, because I was still young, I was like 17.
Right.
Yeah, but when I enlisted, and I did my utmost. Like, people who knew me from the military, I mean,
self-imposed OT.
Yeah. My sexuality did not define who I was, but I brought such passion to my job. And one of the biggest passion that I brought upon to myself was to interact with you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, like for me, I mean, title aside, my rank aside, I saw every individual as a unique person that I have this opportunity to inspire, because all I wanted, I mean, you guys are in that particular training school to become leaders.
Yeah.
And having come from operational battalion, I knew how how much of a leadership quality you need to have. And therefore, I was in specialist cadet school, and I used that opportunity to mold you guys and inspire you guys as well. But at the same time, have fun lah, like I know people hate coming to the military, but I wanted my cadets to look forward to coming back. So I mean, yeah, it is gonna be you away from your family.
Yeah.
It's 2 years of your life and all that. But if you see the joy in doing that, then you're not gonna dread it. So I took pride in every single batch. I'm not sure whether you know, but I memorized every single person's name.
Yeah, that's what you're trying to make an effort, right?
Yeah.
You are like, okay, hit and miss first week, then okay, then I'll come back next week.
Yeah. And the most quiet cadets, when I memorize their name and I call them out, and they got a shock. They're like, how do you memorize my name? I'm like, I'm good, I'm really good with like names, so I memorize everyone's name. But of course, like today, some people will...
So many batches already.
So a lot of batches, yeah. Very recently, when I got married, one of the female cadets, so there were female cadets as well. I'm not sure for your batch. No. So there was one of the batch where we had female cadets, and they reached out to me, and they congratulated me for my wedding. And on top of that, they also said like, we were so proud. Those female cadets, right? Like she sort of spoke on behalf of all the female cadets for her batch, and she said, "We're so proud to have you as our superior, because no one took care of us girls like you did." Yeah, and I was like, "Wow, don't make me cry." Like I was very touched when she said that.
Yeah. And
I had a very soft spot for especially female cadets because I'm gay and maybe like I grew up in a family with majority with females, so I kind of understand the women more, So when we had these female cadets, I had special care for them. I took care of them in like a very special way because number one, they're female. Number two, they are in this environment where it's male dominated, and I need to somebody needs to give. I mean, all my other colleagues, my other army mates, they were like, nope, man or woman, everyone must go through the same thing, everyone.
But more physically dangerous.
Yeah. But for me, like when I go to outfield where I bring these girls, I particularly like, hey girls, are you guys okay?
Must
like,
pair up.
Yeah. Like your safety is more important, and like, are you guys having like anything? All the other things. Please open up and let me know. Like even if you're not open to telling your own commanders, you can talk to me. So I'm glad that I built that.
Yeah, and when we go outfield with you, right? Because Master Sergeant is always the one at the back to pull the stragglers to the front. Right?
Yes.
Dude, everybody at the back, right? I'm usually like at the front, front middle. I'm doing like GPMG commander or something. And at the back, right? Everybody's just like having a fucking party. Like, is anybody suffering at all? Yeah, and dude, back then I still remember you are quite strong. Like somebody was like walking through a track, and then the track suddenly just gave way, and then there's like a swamp, right? The person, you drag the person up. Yeah, dude, and it's multiple.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
I don't know where I got this brute strength from.
Well, somebody need help already. Shit.
Thanks for all these memories are coming back, man. Like that's the reason why I'm a straggler. OIC, right? Yeah, and then but I didn't want to make it seem like I'm that the guy who shoves his the sheeps herder yeah. So I don't want to be that person, but I'm like, hey, you know what, we got this together, come on, let's go. Like I'm there to give you that strength so that we can get through this together, so and I think people did enjoy that.
And after army, right, you still maintain very active. You still keep very active. It's like staying fit, your passion, and hence that's why you become like a body attack instructor.
Yeah, I have to say that it's all thanks to the military that I've developed this passion for fitness. And then when I left in fact, when I was still in the army, I joined Fitness First as a member. And then I love music. And I think if you know me, I love music.
Yeah.
Like, I'm such a huge music lover. And when I went to Fitness First and as a member, I realized that, there were group classes. And these group classes were like not your typical Zumba. Like Zumba is music and then you dance. Like everyone knows Zumba. But you do weights training to the rhythm of the music. And I'm like, this is different. Like you're carrying weights and you're going according to the tempo and the beat.
Difficult, sir.
Yeah, and like it is not heavy, it's lightweight, but you're repeating the movement, and that alone is giving you that muscle fatigue, so that's your body pump. That was my first class that I attended. And then you have like really good songs, like songs that you listen in the club, right?
Yeah.
And then it's played down there in that fitness space.
Yeah.
And it's like you're partying, but at the same time you're working hard, so you don't feel tired because the music is good, the instructor is motivating, And then the next few times I went to attend Body Attack class, and there was this very short but like powerful, like she was larger than life, on stage, and she instructor, yeah, and she was conducting Body Attack.
Ooh.
And I had such a huge crush on her. Like, I had such a huge gay crush on her. Like, I saw her and I was like, wow.
She destroyed your body muscles.
Yeah. And I started like, I wanna pray to her, like I wanna like just be on my knees in front of her because she was that powerful.
Yeah.
And she sort of motivated me to be an instructor as well. Yeah, so like I have to say that my military days sort of kept me fit, and then I lost that fitness because I wasn't doing anything much, and then I went to Fitness First, started these group fitness classes, and I sort of like saw myself doing that, and I realized that it's something that a lot of people do it on the side. So all the instructors most of the instructors that were teaching, it's a side job. So they have a full-time job, and then during the evening, they teach that. So I decided to sign up for it, and I've been teaching classes for like 10 plus years now.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow, that means it's really been a long time since we met.
Yeah.
Wow, 10 years army, 10 years this.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I still remember back in the army days, right? Like you as the commanders and all your colleagues at the commanders, right? It feels like they're from another era like that, but you guys are like around the same age, And right now you are still so up to date with all the social media stuff.
Oh yeah.
How did that occur? It's like you are like forever young like that.
Wow, thanks for that acknowledgement, because I feel like I'm a person who jumps onto trend. Yeah. When there's a new trend, I jump on it because I don't want to like be left out. Yeah. One of the I've jumped on all the trends that you can think of. Snapchat, TikTok. There were so many other like all these kind of platforms. I haven't gone into Twitch. I don't know what Twitch is all about. Like I don't even know whether it's a thing for just Gen Zs or
Twitch is
not. Live streaming,
but has very poor discoverability.
Is that so? Is that so?
Because you need to build a following with other social platforms, then divert them to Twitch. And that's where they can subscribe, they can donate to you, and then you can grow a following.
Right.
I think you'll be a damn good live streamer. You're like damn entertaining. You can like turn on like that. Just like that. Are you extroverted?
I am.
Yeah.
I am.
Yeah, that's why. Because some people, it seems like they're extroverted, but they're not.
Yeah, so,
right.
About that. So I'm an extrovert with actual human beings in front of me. Like, I feed off people's energy, and that's why I'm an entertainer. That's why I'm an MC. That's why I'm a group fitness instructor. So because with the more people feed me with the energy, I give back 10 times to them.
Yeah.
But I can't fathom the part where me doing a live stream, because I'm in front of nobody. Like it's a camera.
You need to get some used to, right?
Yeah.
Because the comments are people.
Yes, yes. So
Yeah.
as long as people like responding and I'm like, oh, okay, hello, that sort of stuff. So I think that might feed me, but I don't know. Live streaming, maybe might be a thing.
IG Live is a good way to start.
It is,
right?
it is.
Because you already have existing audiences.
That's correct. That's correct. Yeah. So I try to keep on to trend.
Right.
Because I kind of feel like
you just like it, right?
I just love it.
Yeah,
Yeah, I just love it. I just love to be current. Yeah, and I think it's something that it's a trait that I.
And then when you were talking just now about like clubbing, right? Then damn, Sunny very shag already, right? But then you say you want to participate in Singapore Manhunt. How's that going? Isn't that very tiring also?
When did I say that?
I don't know, like maybe
sometime back. I told you that we talked about that, right? Did we?
I think so.
There was a time where I thought we needed representation. Yeah, in such pageant, and I thought maybe I could be the person who represents the minority group, because if you look at the contestants, it's just mainly Chinese people. Nothing wrong with that, but like but like I think like we needed representation, and I thought like, why don't I
magnetic personality.
Yeah. Well, thanks. Like I like put my foot forward and then like showcase what I have. But I think then the reality hits me, which is like you need to dedicate a lot of time, a lot of effort for that, and all that, right? And then it's also something that you need to spend quite a lot of time doing. So I guess and then at the back of my mind. Again, you guys can call me out for this. I mean, I can be so passionate and like submit my application and be a contestant, but end of the day, the organization always have someone they want to choose.
Rigged.
Maybe. I don't know. Just saying. So yeah. So
Not the first time.
Well, yeah, but I'm not saying that I'm the most charismatic person that I will win. But when I want to do something, obviously you aim to excel, right? Yeah, but like when you know that some things are already rigged, then why bother? Yeah. So I had that desire once. I think someone even reached out to me to take part in one of the year, but I turned it down, and I was like, nah. I think I want to focus on other things.
Nothing to prove also.
Nothing to prove as well. Yeah. Exactly. So no gain, no loss. Yeah.
And then right now, what is your relationship with social media? Do you kind of try to use it as a form of self-expression, or like you are trying to position it such a way that it can potentially be a business opportunity? Because same for me, like I told you just now earlier before we start the podcast, right? Like music is like not really doing much impact. Content is more stronger right now. Yeah. So as a musician, I'm also trying to divert more of my time there.
Yeah. Interesting question that you brought up, because there was a time where social media was just us posting selfies.
Now it's the very fabric of our reality.
Yeah, right. Like you're posting. It was the time where you posted selfies, and then after that it became you sort of like
videos.
Yeah. Oh, it was a opportunity for you to flex. Like, I got this.
After that flex.
Yeah. So you got this. I got this. Hey, I'm in business class, and I'm
tower pizza.
Yeah. Hey, I'm going here. Oh, So I mean, I won't say I'm not doing that. I mean, I do sometimes, but I am now pivoting to using social media for two reasons. Number one is to spread kindness and happiness.
Yes.
And kindness, happiness, laughter, I would say.
Entertain.
And entertain, yeah. There was a time where this happened before COVID, where this friend of mine, we were attending this talk, this course, and then we partnered up and we had to like talk about like what we admire about each other. And when he he explained about what he admired about me was that he said that I'm actually real, meaning what you see on my social media is who I am in person. You know, some people are not like that. For example,
Yes.
I'm not going to name
Not
drop.
some people, a lot of people is not like that.
I'm not going to
Dude.
name drop, but there are social media personalities who are 100% engaging. They turned up
Yeah.
in front of the camera.
Yeah.
But when you engage them for certain, say, road shows or certain, because I say that because like I've engaged some people, or like for some gigs and stuff, they don't bring that energy because they are actually introverts. Yeah, in person, but in front of the camera,
It's a work face lah.
yeah, it's just them and the camera, right? So when my friend was explaining, he said you are who you are, and you are real from on your social media persona and in person as well.
And for the past 10 years, still
Yeah,
same.
and I've been
Still
like
the same.
that. I've been like that. So I find opportunity to post about my own. I'm using social media as a memory collage. Like I'm just archiving memories of what I've been doing, and on top of that, I also spread kindness. I think the world needs a lot more of that. And I'm also spreading comedy and like laughter as well.
Yeah.
So that's the first aspect of it. The second one is obviously it is already happening. So I have some businesses reaching out to me, asking me to sort of like post some content for them, to sort of like
Affiliate
show.
deal.
Yeah, to show some brands and all that. So because I do stand-up comedy. So I think comedy is a part of me. I do fitness, and I'm also in the entertainment industry,
MC.
emceeing as well. Yeah. So I have so when people reach out to me, obviously I can't just like sit here and say, okay, hi, this is the product.
Cannot.
No.
No, that's not the Bhas level.
No. Yeah. So I had to like keep up to trend, and I had to like. I want people to like. Enjoy the content, watch it, and then have a laugh, and then end of the day also know that, oh, okay, that's this product that Bhas is trying to shove it to people's faces. So two angles. So one is to still be authentic to who I am 100%, and to help businesses. Yeah, to use my following to help them reach. Yeah.
And I also see that you have some like very deep and serious messages, but you package it in a more digestible way, like a more fun way for people to consume.
Yeah.
I guess that's like modern day comedians, right? They are basically, they say that comedians now are the new politicians. They tell you the actual facts in a way that you can accept it, not devastate you.
Right.
Whereas politicians are just lying to you straight up. I would say at least not this country. Our country is like, dude, everybody complain about it, but it's still the best.
Yeah.
But when you look at others overseas, might not be the same.
Yeah. So I agree with you. I kind of feel like once you hit a certain level of this persona that you have built through entertainment, people do look up to you. People do listen to what you actually say. Like for example, like when I teach my fitness classes, sometimes I don't even know. Like in that 1 hour, right, I say 1,001 things, and I don't even like remember what I say. And like, when people can come up to you and say, after the class, they'll be like, "Oh my God, just now you mentioned this. I am going through such a hard time now." and you mentioned that. I'm like, what did I say? What did I say? Yeah. And I'm like, wait, did I say that? It happened. So which also is a reminder for me to sort of like be present 100%, because sometimes your words actually carry value. So when people come up to me and say, "Oh, you mentioned this, and this is so heartfelt," and so I sort of like really pay attention to what I say as well. But there was a time where I was like, I don't even know what I said.
No, extrovert, our word count very high,
Yeah, exactly.
It's damn difficult.
Exactly. So coming back to what you mentioned, I kind of feel like whether you have a role to play in I mean, for me, especially in the fitness industry, or even on the entertainment side, what you say actually really carries weight. So you want to say the most important thing. Don't get called out for the wrong thing and stuff. So yeah,
Hey,
I
but
mean,
now that's how most people make money, you know. Stay stupid shit and gain engagement.
I mean,
right?
yeah,
Not our style lah for the older
yeah,
people.
yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
but like, I mean, if just don't spread fake news.
Fake news.
Yeah. Just don't spread fake news lah. So like, I mean, I learned it from my husband because he's someone who really fact checks. Yeah, and there was a time like I didn't even fact check. Like I see an article and I'm like, hey, you see this is happening. And then he was like, can you please go read the comments first? And I'm like, oh, okay, sorry, it's fake. Yeah. So I learned it the hard way.
Too many clickbait already now.
Yeah.
Then someone now got AI, deep fake, everything. Oh man, we are so screwed, man.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So as I am 35 this year, and then I'm going to be 35. You are going to be 40.
Yeah.
Right. I feel like a sense of like, the mortality is getting more and more real, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Last time it's like 10-second alcohol, can chiong, next day still go back NTU study, go exam, then exam finish, go join DJ competition. Really non-stop, right?
Yeah.
I feel like invincible. But then as I cross the 30 mark and then now 35, I just feel like, oh my God, you need new strategy already moving forward. Then for you, 40, has it felt any difference from 35 and 30? Are you changing the way you do things?
I'm turning 40 in 2 days, and I have to admit that
this week them happening, married already, turning 40.
Yeah. So everything's happening like within these few weeks. I start having some self-realization. Like, what have I achieved so far? What have I done? What have I built? I think I have already, like, subconsciously or even without me realizing, I've built some substantial level of presence.
Yes.
In maybe like with the interactions that I have with people, and also like with maybe in the realm of social media and stuff like that. And I kind of feel like you mentioned that, now that you're gonna turn 35, like when you're in 20s, you were like gung ho, right?
Yeah.
I kind of feel like I still will be gung ho as long as I am breathing. Yeah, like I am such a hustler. I still have the energy, so I teach fitness classes, and then I teach, and then I quickly run to the next place to go and do an MC gig. Last year, this literally happened. So it was the Pink Dot month, right? I thought I went to do CrossFit in the morning. That was my own personal workout, and then I went to teach my fitness classes, 3 classes back to back, and then after that I ran to skate to MC an event, and then after that, so that was like from 3 to 6 p.m. After that, I ran to Cine Leisure because I was hosting a stand-up comedy show. So I wasn't doing my stand-up comedy gig,
things,
right? And I was hosting, so I still needed a lot more energy. And interestingly, after the day ended, I went back home. I was like, oh my God, I'm so dead. And then I received this text, and then this lady, she was like, nice to see you at the Zumba at the Zumba event, because that was the afternoon event. At the Zumba event and the stand-up comedy. I'm like, what are the odds? Like, you saw me hosting 2 different events and on the same day,
Can you imagine it's the same person that say, hey, you say this word, you impact my life.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Then you impact your life 3 times a day.
Yeah, but that'd have been uncanny, to be honest. But yeah, so and then I realized, wow, I'm literally everywhere.
Yeah.
But this is me.
Yeah.
This is me. And my husband complains about this. Like, he is like, can you like don't take so many things in a
Yeah.
day? But I'm like, but people need a dosage of me, you know. People need
Yeah,
me,
man.
you know.
Yo.
Like, and I
You're the remedy, man. Yeah.
and I'm like, people need me, and
Yeah.
as long as I breathe, as long as I have the energy, I will. And I'm an opportunist, you know. Like people want me to, like, have friends who are like, hey, Bhas, would you like to do this for us? And I'm like, yes.
Yeah.
Every opportunity to come my way, I'll be like, yeah, you know what, I'll do it.
Have you watched the YouTube channel Yes Theory?
No, I have
6
not.
million subscribers,
Okay.
right? The account started by they have a challenge. They will just say yes to everything
Wow.
within 48 hours.
Wow.
Fly to Turkey, then just fly to Turkey.
Wow.
Try this, then they, you know, yeah.
I think I've heard of that one.
Yes
have not
Theory,
watched it. Yeah.
It's quite a huge thing right now. Yeah.
I mean, you never know
Yeah.
what could potentially open up for you. And I kind of feel like, I mean, being in where we are now, because we are self-employed, right? I kind of want to like take opportunity, because you never know what one opportunity could open doors for other opportunity to come. Yeah, and then and people have mentioned this, like they were like, oh my God, Bhas, like, are you even taking breaks, or do you what can you not do? You know, like and I mean, I'm doing things that I'm passionate about and doing things that I love. If I was employed, I will not be able to do all this. Yeah. So I'm glad that I'm self-employed and I can do all these things so that I can sort of expand my scope and still be content with what I do. It fulfills my narrative. Yeah.
Talking about your energy level, because we spent almost a year together in specialist cadet school, right? Junior term and senior term, I also see you around. So that's about
almost a year.
almost
9
a year,
months to be exact, right?
9 months, right? And then we see each other like 5 to 6 days a week, no, actually, if you think about it. And I fondly remember, right, there's only one time I see you check out, and you are never check out after that. You are just like, hey guys, like everybody, like, what the fuck, dude? This guy is insane, man. And that checkout was like everybody's dying, and you are like, okay, you're still like, you're like normal. You're us on normal day.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, that's your checkout.
Was it like after like a exercise
and
then
then at night, and then everybody cleaning weapon. Yeah. And then you make sure you come and like, hey, you're not done. Okay, come help you. Okay, then you can fuck off. Okay, next person. Okay, help you. You know, you're like last man standing.
Yeah. You know, okay. So I have to say this. I was sort of taken advantage of. Because
wait, what?
Because but then again, the people who sort of took advantage of me, but like I also like self-volunteered for this lah. So
in army.
Yeah. So at that time, I didn't want to go back home.
Wait, what? Didn't want to go back home?
Yeah, because
you want to stay in?
So I stay in from Monday to Friday.
Saturday, Sunday?
I go back. Yeah, of course.
Okay,
also because like at that time, my family went through quite a hard time. Parents got divorced, and then we had to sell our flat, and then we became homeless. Ding.
Your mother's side.
So obviously I had to take care of my mom. My mom was with me, and we were staying in a rental flat for 5 years.
Wow, very expensive.
Yeah, for 5 years. And that time, and the rental flat is a 1 room, 1 hall, very small. So if I go back home, right, I'm sleeping on the floor.
Oh.
So I was like, I don't want to go back home lah. If I go back home, I will sleep on the floor.
And that's actually better.
Right? At least in camp, I have bed, I have pillow.
My God.
You know, I have all that, but at home. But like, it's just that I get a little bit of comfort. So when my fellow colleagues, and they're all married, they all got kids and all, right. The moment we finish an exercise or live firing or whatnot, come back already, they will reach out to me. Hey, Bhas, you can do the last parade lah. And I'm like, yeah, can. You all go ahead. I know you all got family. You got kids, go. You all go. I mean, my kids are you guys. Yeah, you know?
Yeah.
And I sort of, I really enjoy, like after exercise, come back. And then I'm just there and I'm just observing everyone. And I'm just like, hey, okay, rifle cleaning, right? Come. Are you doing what you're doing? Are you not? Da 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 da.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah, yeah.
and then
Settle.
yeah, like exactly. And also because I don't want to waste time.
Yeah.
I don't want to waste time, and I'm efficient in that way in that way.
Mm.
And because I'm as tired as you guys are, but it's just that I can't show it. But maybe
Yeah.
that one time I might have showed because I
That one really too tired already.
yeah, because I
Cannot
think
lah.
I also do like
I
you know
died, sia.
ammunition. I need to draw ammunition, send ammunition, and all. Oh, it's very tiring. And then I have to take care of you guys as well. And then sleep for like 2 hours. Next day morning, wake up, make sure you guys go have your breakfast as well and all that.
Briefing.
Yeah. So I do that favor lah for for
merit.
my colleagues. Yeah. Am I complaining about it? No, not at all. Yeah, because I enjoy doing all of that, and yeah, it just took pride in my job.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah. So right now, how long do you foresee yourself doing this fitness thing before you embark in the next chapter?
Wow.
Or are you already like in the works of building something?
Wow.
Because like you see, like Michael Jordan, he realized like he's not gonna play basketball for his whole life, right? Oh, but he created a very successful product, you know.
Wow. So in the realm of the fitness side, so I started off being a group fitness instructor, and then for this brand called LesMills, it's
Heard of it.
yeah.
Instagram
So
page.
all your body pump, body attack, body combat, body jam, your RPM. So it's a very diverse group programs coming under that brand, and I had an opportunity to audition for a role in Singapore to represent two of the programs national level. So that was before COVID, and then I got the role. So I became the national presenter for Body Attack and LesMills Core. So two of these programs.
So it's not instructor.
I am an instructor, but I sort of elevated
Like
to
what
the
brand ambassador or something like that.
something like that. So basically, I became the
Face of Body
master
Attack.
trainer. Yeah, you could say that, like the
Yeah.
master trainer. So
Okay.
so I sort of like for Singapore, I became the person who brings that program to them, and then they bring it back to their clubs. Yeah. So I was in fitness first, but now I represent all the other. I represent Body Attack in all the other fitness chains.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So it's like national level.
Which fitness chain has Body Attack? Only
Fitness
fitness
first, we have in Pure Fitness, True
Anytime
Fitness, Anytime. Okay, not Anytime Fitness do have LesMills program, but not Body Attack.
Okay.
Yeah, they have like combat and body combat and stuff. Yeah.
Can you describe a little bit on Body Attack versus others?
So Body Attack is your high energy, sports inspired cardio workout. So you come to a Body Attack class, and you get your songs start off with 160 BPM.
What the heck?
You should know BPM because
Dude, at the club we dance at 128
yeah,
only, you know?
yeah.
160 is a
Your warm up is already 160 BPM already.
Wow.
Now it starts from that, and then after that, you progress to higher BPM until you end off with 180, 190 BPM
Damn.
music, because that's the finisher, because it's meant to shake you out.
For how long?
55 minutes.
What?
Yeah. So it sounds tiring, but it's good music.
You got programmed with the flow and
Yes.
everything.
So we have like this sort of scale. You bring a little bit of a high, and then like during the mid part of that 55 minutes, we do a strength. So we do push-ups. So that way the BPM comes down to say 120, 130. You do like push-ups and like, lower body and stuff like that. And then we do like running. So it's very athletic, right? So we do running around the room. And then the next track is basically it's very sports. So it's agility. So you have like sports inspired movement, like it could be a basketball or drill, or it could be like a a lot of like skiing movement and stuff, and then you move to the next track, which is like we call this an interval track, where it is very emotional. Like whenever you hear an interval track, it's a song that really hits you emotionally. Yeah, I've
Right.
cried many times teaching that particular track.
Yeah.
Because it's so emotional, and that's the time where I say a lot of things like,
Inspiring
oh
words.
yeah, and then like sometimes I don't even remember what I say. It was during that track, and then the last track is like the peak track, where this is like, okay, we're shack already, but we still have one more track to go. Let's go, and then you have your burpees and your tuck jump,
Wow.
and like your plyometric movement and like crazy stuff and all that. That's body attack for you.
Damn.
So you come to a body attack class, you walk out feeling like
can you walk out?
yes.
Okay, annihilated.
You know that during the workout,
Okay.
and then you walk out, sort of like giving you a pat on your back that
Wow, you
wow,
survived this,
I've
man.
actually went through that shit, you know. So, but it's good shit, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
And it's addictive. So you come back for more.
Yeah. I can see some people like those absolute cycle people. Wow, their knee, the gel no more. They still continue.
Yeah. I mean,
Different level of high.
yeah, and I have people who are like in their 70s who actually come for body attack as well, because
Whoa.
the name body attack is actually very daunting.
Yeah,
And intimidating, right? So some people who are like in the 70s, they come and ask me, I don't think I can do body attack. But who said you cannot?
Yeah.
Like, you can, you just don't have to. Like, if I say burpee and tuck jump, you don't have to do a burpee and tuck jump, because you have options, you have variations.
Yeah.
You can just do a march on the spot, or like a single squats, or jumping jack, which is like a scaled down version of those high impact movements. So body attack is catered to everyone. I have mother daughters profile coming to my class, which is very nice to see, like a mom and a daughter, and then I've got like this couple, and then they drag their son in as well, and the son is like so out of place, like, oh my god, and then he is like, after the class, he's like, I didn't know my parents are so fit. And I'm like, yeah, your parents are much fitter than you, because they could do a burpee and you were not doing a burpee. No, I don't call them out, but but they were like, but yeah, it's so nice. It's so nice to see generations coming to these fitness classes. And we feel everyone, we get everyone included. It's a very inclusive program. Yeah, so that's body attack for you. Yeah.
I think it's very reminiscent of like clubbing in 2025.
Mm-hmm.
It's no longer happening at night. Just yesterday, I did a back-to-back podcast with a music festival group that hosts a music festival in Serembun Scouts Camp.
Wow.
Yeah, and then it's like an overnight camping thing, and then it's a day to night. So
Right.
the day got ice plunge, cold plunge, and then yoga movements, and then
Right.
the DJ will play some meditative music,
Right.
then guided classes, and then all the way to the night is like your typical at night rave.
It's an in thing now, isn't it? Like,
The holistic, inclusive kind of.
yes, very that.
And people don't want to drink alcohol.
Yeah.
So I think like it seems like everything is going towards that direction.
Everyone's giving. I think ever since the whole mental health, like when
After COVID,
yeah.
everybody, like, wake up already.
10 years ago, like no one even talked about mental health.
Yeah.
But like, I think after COVID, and thanks to Gen Zs, the whole
More awareness.
topic
right?
of mental health, there was a good amount of
actually
awareness
thanks
that
to
came in.
Gen Z. Yeah,
Yeah,
you're right.
that like they are really such fervent people who
Advocate
advocate
and
for
we are loud.
mental health, and and I think this is the approach now which we can go towards, and therefore all these holistic programs and activities and other, which is great. I feel so at least people are doing something good for themselves.
Okay, great. I think we can kind of end off this, but maybe you want to have any last things you want to shout out. You're like working on your own podcast or something.
Yeah. Thank you. I think you asked me a question about that as well. So now that I'm 40, What am I doing? So I'm still. I kind of feel like I'm still hustling. Yeah.
Still 25.
Still at that age. I still have the energy to hustle, and I kind of am doing a lot of things now. Allow me to just explain what I'm doing. So I am teaching fitness classes, right? And
Master instructors you teach, huh?
yes, because we need to still walk the talk.
Okay,
Right,
okay.
so-
So not only write the syllabus.
We don't write the syllabus. We represent the program.
Okay,
So
okay.
it's all written and tried out in New Zealand, and then they give it
Oh.
to us, and then we sort of like train. We became the trainer.
Oh,
Yeah,
train.
yeah.
Okay.
And I also took on the role of a trainer where I now manage Southeast Asia. So I go to
Whoa.
so I go to Bangkok or Jakarta or Vietnam to certify new instructors.
Sounds like a full-time job,
I would say
but like freelance.
I would say it's like a project basis.
Okay,
Yeah. So
okay.
imagine it's an agency, and I'm a talent in the agency.
Okay.
And then they reach out to me and say, hey Bhas, we need you to now go to Hanoi, because Hanoi requires someone to certify them, and that's where I come in. Yeah, so I'll go there, I'll see them, and then they'll present it to me, and then I'll just write down, give them feedback, and then say, congratulations, you are now certified to teach in your country or internationally, wherever they're certified. So that's one thing I'm doing. So on a fitness level, that's that. I am an MC, and I actually have been MCing for like 20 years.
Yeah.
I just realized, I'm like, damn it, it's been 20 years. Because I started when I was in the army.
Yeah.
Yeah, so my role was combat role, but a lot of people saw me for my talent because they wanted free service. So whenever
Your
there was
resume thick, man.
very, very. So I went up all the way until like SAF day. That was like the highlight for me to do and to MC such a high level event where then President S.R. Nathan was the guest of honor. Yeah, so I was so proud to actually announce, ladies and gentlemen, please rise for His Excellency, President of Singapore, Mr. S.R. Nathan. I was like, wow, I can
Represent, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So felt so proud
Yeah.
of me doing that. So I host events. I MC events, weddings and corporate events and all that. I'm not sure whether you realize. So my face was plastered all over the country recently.
Somerset MRT station, is it?
There.
Yeah, right.
Well,
Yeah.
it could be there or your void
Silly
deck.
leisure.
I was in the void deck as well.
You just want to avoid that.
Yeah, so like, so so I'm with 2 agencies now, and so basically,
What agencies?
they're just talent agencies.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I think I tell people this. I'm just filling up the I category of CMIO, Chinese, Malay, Indian, others, right? So I think any government event, any government ad, they need to showcase all our races, right? So obviously,
like person A, you know?
Yeah. So we need a Chinese.
You're the stock photo guys.
Yeah. So we need a
man.
Chinese, we need a Malay, and an Indian person. So like it's very diverse. We need to show diversity, right? Yeah. So I'm basically the Indian. I got the height, I got the look, and then some people complained about my hair. They were like, "Oh, we need you to color your hair black," and I'm like, "Don't do that, please." Yeah. But like some of them see this as this natural white hair, as a gray hair, as like a distinctive look.
Yeah.
So
it is right.
yes.
You look young, but then your hair is white.
Yeah. So I went for a casting audition, and this guy was like, "You fit. We are looking for someone who is in their 50s. Your hair can, but your face cannot." I'm like, "What do you mean? You look too young, but your hair, but like," and I'm like, "Can you just do wonders in makeup?" So I didn't get that role. But I'm getting roles such as like dad, father role. Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm auditioning for roles as well. So I enjoy doing that. Gives me an opportunity for me to like be in front of camera and take direction from what the director wants, and also the client wants, and all that.
I did. You know the shit. What's that Marvel movie? Something of the universe one. Yeah, Galaxy. Sounds of the Galaxy. Shit. What the Marvel?
Guardians of the Galaxy.
Guardians of the
Guardians of the
Galaxy.
Galaxy.
And then the Chris Pratt, right? He's this kind of thing. And then before he was scouted. Yeah, if I'm not wrong,
Yeah.
Then dude, then now Guardians of the Galaxy. What the fuck?
Exactly. Yeah. So I'm just keeping my fingers crossed.
Yeah.
If you
Yeah,
ask
your
me-
one thing lead to another is a very
right.
It feels so strategic, but actually it's not really planned.
Yeah. I mean,
You just like to do everything.
So like you never know what opens.
Yeah.
Like just believe in yourself, and this is something that I learned from one of the actor from the Netflix show called Beef.
The Asian one,
The
right?
Asian one, yes. So one
Michelle
of
Yeoh, they all.
not Michelle Yeoh, but like Steven Yen and this comedian. So there was this guy. I can't remember his name, but he did after he became famous because he's a good-looking guy, and he became topless in the show and all that. And then after that, he went on a talk show, and he said this. He said, "If you want to make it in life, you need to be delusional.
Oh, yeah.
You need to be delusional yourself. Like you need to tell people. You need to say that, oh, I'm good-looking. You know." I'm good enough to do that, or like I'm good. Like if you don't believe in yourself, who is going to believe in you?
Yeah.
You know. So I'm a little delulu, but to my own
up to date with
advantage,
the slang, bro.
I am very much. Thank you, because it's the Solulu, right? That's the true Lulu. If you know what I mean.
Shit.
Yeah.
the hell?
So
Yeah.
I learned from the Gen Zs. I love you guys. Yep. So I'm just taking all these projects,
Right.
because it gives me joy, and I just want to. End of the day, I'm leaving a legacy, because I will never have a kid. If it happens, right? But
Right.
I just am doing things that I enjoy doing, so that one day, when I'm expired, people will not remember you after that. But at least I leave some footprints. Yeah, I leave some footprints for people to know that, oh, there was this guy called Bhas, and he used to teach body attack, but now he's dead. Something like that.
But not because of body attack.
No, not dead because of body attack. But I just want people to know that, oh, there's this person and he did all of these.
Yeah.
So it's either I'm the body attack instructor, or I'm the guy who appeared in your void deck holding like I was in that print ad, or something. I'm doing acting as well, a little bit here and there.
Nice.
Yeah. So I can't reveal, but I was a featured extra in a Hollywood production.
Damn.
Yeah, cannot. That's all I can say.
But
so,
it's not out yet.
It's not out yet. It's not
But
out
coming
yet.
out. Confirmed.
Yes, because it's already filmed. It was filmed in Singapore.
Oh shit.
Yeah. That's
But
all I can
what's
say.
the release? Next year? 2 years later?
Can't say.
Also cannot say.
Can't say. Sorry. Yeah, can't say. Can't say. Yeah. So I'm just. People are like, why are you going Hollywood? I'm like, no, it's just filmed in Singapore only. That's all.
At least you're remembered for the cool stuff, right? Not like the cutout policeman. You're remembered for the.
Yeah. So I'm just leaving footprints. Yeah. So acting, hosting, stand-up comedy as well. Something that I've always wanted to do, and I think I've sort of dived in to a point where people are asking me if I can do a set and all that. But again, it's still a hit or miss, because in order for you to really make it, you need to go and do as many open mic as you can, because it's only then you try out your material. Interestingly, a set of my jokes, right? I delivered it to this comedy club. The audience received it. They were like, "Oh my god, you're so funny, yeah, great." And then I went to this show, and then I did the same jokes. Nobody laughed.
Oh my god.
Nobody laughed. Same jokes. It's a lesson for me.
Read the crowd, like
yeah,
DJ.
yeah, correct. So
Yeah.
sometimes this crowd can enjoy your stuff, but this crowd does not.
Wow,
Yeah.
scary,
So it's very, very scary. So daunting, but it's a lesson for us to learn as well. Yeah. So going forward, I'm hoping to sort of level up myself in the comedy scene, and then I also hope to do a lot more gigs for my hosting stuff. Fitness side, I'm sort of identifying younger generation. I want to like sort of pass down.
Yeah.
You know, so that's where the role that I took on as a trainer regionally to like impart knowledge. So I'm already in that space.
Okay.
Yeah, but on a personal level, I'm energetic enough to still do more of my own craft.
Yes.
And I think I'm only starting now, to be honest. Yeah, I still wanna go. Yeah, I still wanna go and do more.
With technology and how people are more and more health conscious, right? Wow, we can actually live longer and longer.
Very that, absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, yeah. And I'm hoping. I mean, I started a YouTube channel last year, and then life happened. I put out like 3-4 episodes. Like I wouldn't say like a podcasting. I would say it was like a documentary-ish. So
commentary,
commentary. Yeah. So I wanted to talk about queer matters in Singapore. So I did a few episodes, and then after that, it's really a lot of job. Like, cannot do one man.
Yeah.
One man cannot. So I'm hoping to move my things around so that I can sort of pay attention to that. I also want to talk to people. I also want to interview people. I would love to invite you one day to talk about your straight person's perspective of queer knowledge.
Yeah.
You know, it's like a...
Nobody invite me to podcast, man. Somebody invite me, man. I already do 100 over podcasts for you already, okay?
Soon you will... So I'll invite him, and then, you know, you guys will watch. So it will be the other way around. I'm hoping to push all that out when I sort of like sort out myself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, looking forward. And I'm thinking, right, because you are choosing to navigate to this path, right, I'll see you a lot more posting on social media.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I'm even considering like getting an intern to help me.
Wow, yeah.
to
because
help
the
me.
volume you need, right?
Yeah.
Relentless, yeah.
Yeah. So hopefully things go well. And people, I want people to just see what I sort of bring to that realm, and I just want to do good. I just want to speak good, and just wish well and spread kindness to people. I think that's the most important thing.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you so very much.
Most welcome. Thanks for having me. I really appreciate it. We were
Yeah.
talking about a lot of things, and but I haven't seen you in a long time, and I'm really. I think this is a catch up as well, so it's just very nice.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, hope to be on your podcast, see
Yeah.
more content, and if there's potential working opportunity, wow, that
Yes,
would be amazing.
please.
I love to work with people, right? That's the same on camera and off camera. That is my branding.
Love that.
Okay, thank you so much for
Thanks,
today.
Patrick. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah.